Honey, y'all, I tell you, the bloops and the blunders, baby, you will be included. Y'all, you can't make this shit up. This here that I'm finna say. Hey, young world, happy Tuesday. I put a doggone cooking tutorial out yesterday and I forgot to date it, but you know, it is what it is. It's just got too much going on. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys. Today I'm gonna be working in my yard off and on all day long. The backyard, and then tomorrow I'm gonna focus on my front yard. But I wanted to show you guys, I had said how much my grass had grown because of all the rain, and today is actually going to be a break in the weather, which is great. But I'm going to show you how everything has grown out. Probably won't walk you through the cutting. If I do, it may be just some small clips, but nothing major. But this is my grass right now. No fertilizer, no nothing. Now I have these little things, and I tell people, this look like a weed is starting. Just pull it up. And then when I mow, it'll, my mower will suck it up and pull it out the grass. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk through and pull them up. I got quite a few of them. And then when it comes to my bushes, my rose bushes are growing. I actually want those to get taller. And then I'm going to trim these back again, because see how haywire they went. And that's my other rose bush. So, we're going to take care of that. But I had to show you guys because it really don't take much. And remember, and you may not remember, but I first fertilized my grass when it was still cold outside. I did like a winter fertilization. And I haven't had to do one, or I haven't had the opportunity to do one in the spring yet. But what I do, since it's so wet outside, is all of these little things that look like they're about to be weeds, is just pull them out. So by the root, honey, so that they won't, you know, take over my grass, anything like that. And it's simple to do. You catch them when they're youthful and just pull them, and then you won't have as much of a problem. When you're throughout the year while your grass is growing. And it's so funny because I had told my daughter, she was like, Mom, I'm embarrassed for you to see my backyard because it's full of weeds, right? And I told her, I said, well, why don't you just get out there and pull them? She said, ain't that much pulling in the world. So since she was embarrassed about it, I didn't even go look, child. I won't go even pick on her about her yard, because it ain't my business. I got enough work trying to tame my own, child. I can't do hers too. But I think they do a pretty good job at trying to maintain their yard as first-time homeowners. And of course, it gives my grandson a chore to do to help his mom in the yard. And she likely tries to take care of it more than her hubby, because her hubby is drives trucks, or drive buses, fleet buses. So he's gone quite a bit, and she's at home. the majority of the time. So, you know, y'all know how it is when it comes to marriage and house living. But I told her, she said, we're going to get someone to come over and redo our I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all see me? I'm just talking and pulling and talking and pulling. They say they gonna get someone to redo their doggone flower bed, cause the grass has grown in it. I said, but the grass hasn't stuck yet. You know how when grass grows, before it truly gets rooted, it sits at the top of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Which, in my mind, makes it pretty easy to just... See, that's one of them weeds that you really don't want. Which in my mind makes it pretty easy to just pull the grass up. And she ain't trying to do all that labor, baby. She's not an outdoors person like her mom. So she sees something that she ain't supposed to do, she gonna run first, shoot later, honey. Not like her mama. Her mama will shoot first and run later. Child, I'm crazy. I crack myself up. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that I just logged into work. And then came out here to show y'all while it's cool how pretty the grass look before it's cut. And then I'll see, I may take a few clips while I'm cutting it. While I am actually doing the cutting of it, I may take a few clips. Then again, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But just keeping y'all in the know. Whew. Now look at my hand. But yeah, we're gonna get that done today. Get this backyard mowed before it gets too high. Why I can't take care of it? I may exterminate a little bit more if my body allows me to, after I do everything that I need to do. And then I'll get back with you. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Hey y'all, I told y'all every time I think I'm recording, sometimes I'm just not. And I honestly say it may be because I'm just moving too much. So in this instance, I was recording, but the camera was facing the wrong freaking direction. Child, so I was just talking to y'all and making this smoothie, and y'all missed all of it. So I'm just gonna tell y'all what I did. Now, so I did a smoothie, and in the smoothie, I just put a small layer of ice in the little smoothie cup. Chopped me up some bananas, some fresh strawberries. I added turmeric and cinnamon, organic turmeric and cinnamon to it. Some vanilla bean yogurt, and this immune health caramel protein shake. And I also added 2 teaspoons of this chai seeds. I don't know, depending on who you talk to. Some people say chai, some people say chia. Y'all tell me. I'm not sure which it is, but I love putting them in my food. So, anyway, I made that smoothie, and I was saying that before I just jump off into, and it's delicious. Before I just jump into cutting my grass, you guys always see me walking around with this water jug, but one thing I put off in here was some liquid IV. because it gets extremely warm. Like it's humid, extremely humid outside right now. Even though it's only going to be in the 80s, because it's so humid, because we know it's going to rain again. So I just put me some ice water in here and added this liquid IV to it so that I won't, you know, just deplete while I'm out there cutting the grass. Another thing that I like to do with the liquid IV is sometimes I use it for my pre and post workout to rebuild my energy, as well as drinking a smoothie. So I may drink 2 full things of this today because of me working outside so much, but it's all good. This is a 40-ounce mug. But I'm gonna eat my smoothie. I just wanted to, I wanted to share with y'all my little smoothie, and then, honey, y'all, I tell you, the bloops and the blunders, baby, you will be included. Make sure I have air in my tires on my bike and clean it up a little bit because I need to go get my bike inspected this week. Got to get that done. So the next clip will likely be of me messing around on my bike. I'll chat with you guys soon. I hope y'all can see me. Anyway, I am cleaning up my bike just a little bit because I have to take him out and get him inspected tomorrow. And honestly, I haven't ridden him since Q1. That's all I can say. I've only ridden him once this year. So I'm gonna take him out tomorrow and go get him inspected, getting him checked out to make sure he's doing okay and everything. So earlier, I put some air in the tires and stuff. I have a clip of that here. And then I'm just wiping them down. Nothing major, because when I take him to get him inspected, they're likely gonna clean it up a tad bit, clean him up a tad bit for me at the Harley shop. So I'm not gonna do much. If they don't, I'll clean them up later. The hardest part for me keeping this bike clean is actually its tires because of the white walls associated with it, or the white walls that I have on it. But other than that, it don't take much to keep them clean. I just wipe them down and stuff. But look, I was watching this show, 90 Day Fiance, and it was the one in Paradise. So, you know, some of the Virgin Island ones, I think they only had 4 series like that, but one of the ones that I was watching, I was tripping out on because, and I'm gonna put a clip of it in this video, because there was this lady who took a second mortgage out on her home to get some land in the Cayman Islands. And the dude that she felt like she was gonna have a long-lasting relationship with, she decided to put the dude down as her I want to say beneficiary of the island. I don't know. But over COVID, child, she was sending this man money from the States because he had lost all his job. And you guys know the Caribbeans, they're like little third world countries where if they're not getting their, if they're not getting tourists coming in, they're not making no money. So since COVID shut down the Cayman Islands like it did, he ain't had no money. So to help him out, because she thinking he her man, she's sending him money to the Cayman Islands, and he giving the money that she's sending him to a woman that he messing with down there in the Cayman Islands. Baby, when I tell you that we would do some stuff, honey, but baby, when I tell you this woman went off on this dude, I was like, he deserved every bit of it. But the part that got me was that he don't want to accept what he did wrong. How you not know that that woman's gonna get pissed off the moment she finds out you giving the money she gave you to another woman? Like, that don't make no sense. This is the cup my daughter got made for me for my motorcycle. Y'all see that? It says I'm such a fucking lady. It has Miss Jewels on front. I thought it was cute. So it goes everywhere with me. I actually need to take it inside and wash it off, but when I'm riding, especially in the heat, it goes right there. Anyway, y'all, I was just hopping on because I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I've been binging on that show, I haven't done much recording or vlogging, so when I head to the Harley Davidson, I know I'm gonna be there for a while, so I'm gonna take y'all with me while I'm getting my bike inspected and stuff. And just hang out with you guys while I'm waiting a little bit, walk around the Harley Davidson and all that good stuff. And then after that, I will likely close out this vlog and keep it going. I did finish my get my yard and stuff done. It already looks like it's trying to grow back. I ain't gonna even lie to you, but I did get that done. And you know, but the rest of this week I've honestly been chilling. But since I'm gonna get this out on Sunday, I should be back on track, y'all, when it comes to my vlogging schedule and all that good stuff. So I will get back with you guys. Like I said, I hope you guys can see me good in this video. If my head is chopped off any, blame it on my head, not my heart. And I will give it.
I'm pissed. I'm happy you told your family about the business, but it doesn't mean much anymore considering you completely blew off marriage. You act like there's going to be one without the other, and it doesn't work that way. No woman is going to sit next to a man that's blowing off marrying her. Women are not stupid.
Can you just calm down?
You don't get it. If you're going to tell me that, fine, don't marry me. Okay, then we're going to sell Cayman. Cool. I mean, like, that's the thing.
So we should have a conversation where
we did have a conversation.
It's different. It's different. Whether 15 or 20 conversation, you should have said something.
I did. I'm beating my head against a wall right now.
You know what? I don't know.
I love Jordan a lot, but ever since we
I made it to the Harley dealership. Come on in. You can't make this shit up. This here that I'm finna say, you can't make it up. So I'm tooling on down to the Harley dealership on my bike, right? And when I turn into the parking lot, I see a Harley that I recognize and a guy that I recognize. And who is it? Who's sitting up at the Harley dealership? The ex-husband. Kid you not. The ex-husband is sitting up at the Harley dealership, right? And I'm thinking in my mind, what the hell? This cannot be. And for all my new subscribers, the ex-husband is my ex-husband. So if you go back to some of the vids, you know why I'm no longer married. Anyway, so when I ride in, I'm like, I know this ain't this dude. That's what's going through my mind. I know this ain't this dude. So I'm trying to process in my mind, because I'm a processor of how I handle things. Like, I process all the time. I'm always thinking. So in my mind, from the time I turn in and notice the bike to the time I get to where the service area is, I'm processing in my mind how I'm going to deal with this situation. I haven't seen him since we finalized our divorce. I haven't had cordial conversation with him because of all the mental and emotional abuse I felt like I went through. But like I told y'all, I'm much stronger now. Like honey, I'm so blessed right now. I don't think there's too much that can make me feel any other way than just Gucci, right? So I pull up, park my bike. I have to stand out front because the service area isn't open yet. So I have to somewhat engage with him. So me being the person I am, and anybody who knows me will tell you this. I will be cordial with someone because I'm a king's child. That's my cordialness. But I ain't gonna fuck with you just to be messing with you. I'm not that person. So if I tell you I don't mess with you, you can trust and believe I'm not gonna mess with you. We can sit in the same area and I won't say 2 words to you. But I told this cat, even after all I felt like he did to me, I told him, I said, one thing I would always do is always love you and wish you the best. For sure. Absolutely. So when I got off my bike, when I dismounted my bike, honey, that was the mind frame I went with. So what did I do? I went up. We gave each other a hug. Saw how each other was doing. Talked a little bit because we just happened to be out there. He asked me what I had been going on. And then he was telling what he had been going on. And I didn't really tell him much. Because, you know, it's really none of your business. I think the most I told him about was travel and all that kind of stuff. But everything else is really none of your business, what I've been doing. But he started asking me about people and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, why you asking? Ain't that your homeboy? Why you asking me about that person? Because obviously those people have connected somehow. And the person has said that they've seen Jules somewhere. So they've called back out to him to tell him, I know the game. You can't tell me that it's anything different. So I played along with it. So anyway, when they opened up the service center, he pulled in, I pulled in, did our thing. Then I went and got a seat because I'm like, we don't have, to me, at this point, conversation's done. Really not much more to say. It was, hey, right? So I go because my new bike, I'm always keep Jasper. But my future bike is going to be a Road King Special. That's going to be my future bike, a Road King Special, right? So I was just walking through the sales area of the Harley dealership, and then I kind of walked back and found me a seat to wait. So as a clip, the small clip when I was about to start recording was the moment that this man found me again in the Harley dealership. And the entire time that I was in the Harley dealership waiting for my bike to be inspected, he was just standing there holding all these long conversations, standing there holding conversation. And I conversed back, I did. So he was like, but he started getting into how much pain he was in and how much he was hurt and this, that, and the other. And I said, well, wait a minute, my dude. I said, you need to think about how much you hurt me. And he looked at me, he said, I didn't say hurt. I said pain. I said, nigga. Pain, hurt, suffering, that's all the same conundrum of words. You can't play me on words. It's all in the same box of words. Instead of you sitting there saying how much I put you through, why don't you sit there and think about what you put me through? I said, that's why we went our own separate ways. Because I didn't do anything to you besides put you out. That's it. All the rest of the bullshit was shit you was doing to me that made me come to that point. Right? So, we weren't arguing in the dealership, right? I would meet y'all. I have grown so much. I have grown so much, right? Because I could have easily have been an ugly person, but I wasn't. But anyway, and I wasn't. But when the guy was telling me that, you know, we're ready for you, we're ready to cash you out, right? He said, if you got $7 cash, we can just get it. And I didn't. I don't just pack cash on me. I typically just have my card. And I said, well, I don't have cash, but I have my card. And he said, well, let me get a computer open and then we'll get it going. Here he come running up. I got cash. I was like, I looked at him, I said, dude, I got this. Like, I don't need you paying for nothing. I don't care if it is just $7. You don't get that privilege no more. I don't need you paying for nothing. I got this. I got me. Because you should have took care of it when you had it. So he gonna say something like, oh, he was like, that's right, I'm out of my lane now. It ain't my responsibility. No, it's not your responsibility. I'm Gucci. I got $7. It's just on my card. So he was like, okay, my bad. So when I went over there and got my helmet off the table, he was still standing there. You know, he's standing there leaning on the table like this, looking at me, talk to the Caucasian guy. And he looking at me, and he was like, well, I just want to give you some advice that next time you get your car inspected, you should take it to this. I'm not listening to you and your advice. I don't need you to tell me what I need to. I'm not taking no advice from you. None. But I didn't say that. I was like, all right then, well, see you later. Adios. Right? I think for him, he was trying to get across the point that, he didn't think he was ever going to see me again. And I told him, I say, it's inevitable. We both live in Austin. We both ride motorcycles. Like, we gonna run into each other somewhere. But like I told him, I say, what I don't do is go out on the set no more. Because I'm not part of any motorcycle club. There's no reason for me to go out on the set. What I enjoy doing is just riding my bike. Right? I say, you is part of the motorcycle community. You are vice president of the club. Austin set life is your set life. We don't have to cross boundaries there, so you won't ever see me on Austin set life anytime soon. Like, at all. I won't go. And so he was like, well, yeah, I kind of feel the same way because every time I go to an event here in Austin, I think that I'm going to run into you. And I've always been playing in my head, how would I react when I see you, or what this, that, and the other, or how I would feel, and this, that, and the other. And me with my goofy ass, I took my little fingers right like this, and I walked up to you. I said, let me check your heartbeat. I said, let me check your heartbeat. I was like, because I think I've been prepared for this moment. You know what I mean? I know I'm going to run into you again. So I already knew how I was going to act. And y'all, it's hard for me to get this out because I'm kind of excited, because for me to not do the fool is an amazing thing. It's quite an amazing thing. But you know, when you try to do things right in life, and you know you're a king's child, which I am. Now, I may curse a lot, but my father knows who his baby is. And let me tell you, he is crazy about his baby. I'm just gonna say that. So I think what I'm proud of myself about is that I didn't do the fool. Because I could have done the fool, but I didn't. I was very cordial. And typically when I don't really deal with people, I'm a cordial person anyway. I'm just not going to be, like, you just can't call my phone and say, what's up? You just can't come by my house and say, what's up? That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a real big problem. Now, for you to be asking me about everybody who I know I've been around on the bike set, that means those people must have told you that they've seen me, right? And you probably wondering why you haven't. Because purposefully, I'm not trying to be up in your space. You don't need to be up in mine. We don't need to be up in each other's space. But what I will say is this. When he started talking about how much he was hurt, I was like, okay, we finna turn this, you finna make the whole thing turn. So let me just end this conversation by saying you have a lot to think about, because you still thinking, you still not taking responsibility of what it is you're doing or what it is you did or how you was acting. You still don't want to see yourself in the mirror. I know what I did. I put your ass out. Right? It's not that difficult. But I didn't do anything else to you. I wasn't calling you out your name. I wasn't trying to make you feel like you were smaller than nothing. I wasn't trying to do anything to you. I was just being the person that I was supposed to be. So anyway, y'all, I just had to jump on and tell y'all that because I really wanted to walk through the Harley Davidson with y'all, but dude was just on my coat. He was like a little net. I don't know, y'all. He was like a little net, and it happens. Y'all, it happens. And he was like, he came back, he wanted to stand next to me. When I walked off, he gonna come find me in the little place where they do the sales at, where the bikes were. So that's why I turned back around and went back, because he came, and then he comes back in there. That's why on the clip, I'm like looking and just saying, I was just like, come on. What you want to talk about, bruh? It just cut this. Like, I was finna tell y'all in the store what the hell was happening in that moment. I was finna tell y'all, but I didn't know that he wanted to stick to me as long as I was gonna be there. But that's how it is. I feel like I can honestly tell y'all that I know in my spirit that the chapter is closed, right? Because I didn't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? When him and I had been together for so long, every time we would get back together, I would feel something. I didn't feel nothing at all. Not even with the hug. So I know that there's closure there. I can be cool with you because I'm cool with the majority of, I'm cool with my first ex-husband. So I can be cool with you too. But you're going to always sit and think, damn, that's the one that got away. Because I won't be back. Period, point blank. It just won't happen. So, anyway, you guys, I'm finna try to give me a cup of coffee. I'm gonna take off this motorcycle stuff. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna apologize now because this doggone vlog probably ain't that much, and I just didn't do much this week, but I got what I could. And so y'all forgive me, and I'll see y'all on the next vlog.